It is American Education Week. I'm going to say that again. It is American Education Week, and ABC News is looking at the many issues facing the American classroom.
This week is the National Educational Week for Americans. So let's see their different opinion, what they give about college.
Which Education Secretary Dr. Miguel Cardona will be, excuse me.
Bless you. Bless you.
We'll talk about when he's here on Friday. Now, one question is whether college is worth the cost anymore. And a recent Gallup poll, another poll, found that confidence in the value of a degree has fallen to a new low. But a new article in The Atlantic claims that even if you take up a trade, the skills and networking opportunities you pick up in college are still worth it. So I throw it out to you. I never did any of that.
But not everyone has your talent.
Well, no, but everybody is not made to go to college. College is not for everyone.
And I agree with that. But I know for me, college was the great equalizer.
Yeah,
everybody knows I grew up in poverty. And my father always said, get an education. That's going to be what will save you and take you out of your condition. Yes. And it did. And I've taught my children the same lesson. But I think that we're doing college a little bit wrong, in a sense. Like, we're learning.
Basically, they came out and say college, to some people, college is not the best option. You could have a professional, like, for example, in the IT department, you can have a IT course and do and train. You know what you're doing. Rather than going to 4 years, you can take a 6-month or 1 year IT class and do it and become very professional. So to them, then to Whoopi, college is not for everybody. It doesn't mean that if you don't go to college, you will not make it in life. So if you don't go to college, you can learn a trade. You can learn something with your hand. You can also learn the IT and become a very successful person. Many people have done that and they have become very great, more than people who go to college. And
learning things that aren't going to be useful to us when we graduate. So I think that we should have college classes, certainly, but then practical training. Because when I was in law school, I took clinical classes. And so I was able to get into a courtroom before I graduated. And that's very important. But I do think that the college degree is worth it for the networking. I mean, the woman that founded the Slutty Vegan chain, Kiki Cole, the black woman, she said everything she learned in college has not helped her with her food chain. And I think it's a $1 million business, multi-million-dollar business. But she said the networking helped.
But I disagree with a lot of that. I disagree a lot with that.
You say?
Well, because I really think that college opens your mind, and I've used it in my work. I mean, I have references now that I wouldn't have if I didn't go to college.
So you disagree with the Slutty Vegan?
Well, I disagree with the idea that you only go to school for practical reasons. I think you go to school to open your mind.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
I mean, it's one thing to marry. I mean, you also need, like, somebody who can do the practical thing. If you marry Einstein, can he hang wallpaper? You want to know that there are skills also. So, like in Europe, I was talking to a German person one time, and they have, like, a track there. So if you want to become an automotive mechanic, you will learn that, or a hairdresser in high school, and then you go right into the profession, which is good if that's what you really want to do.
Right.
But liberal arts education is very, very important.
It's about
it helps you think. And it helps you to question authority.
In an ideal world, absolutely no one would disagree with the merits of higher education if it's an opportunity you're afforded. I think the conversation is more about the fact that a vocational...
To Sonny, she grew up in poverty. And the dad always tell her that you should look for an education, educate yourself. Is going to help you. And she did, and it really became profitable for her. So she said for her, college was the only option she had. And she worked harder to go to college to better herself, not to be in poverty like her parents. So she always tell her children how important college is. To her, basically, some people do it the wrong way. That's why when they come off of it, what's your opinion there? Do you have that opinion that going to college is going to make you you are going to be more profitable, or going to having those training and then looking for that job is going to be very profitable? So let me see your own comment, your own suggestion on the comment section. Keep watching.
degree is going to cost a fraction of the price. The vast majority of this country will never get the opportunity. Well, about half this country never gets the opportunity to go to college. But I do think
because of the crippling student debt.
Because of the crippling student debt, which I think the education industry that bears the responsibility. I think the universities with billion-dollar endowments do. I think we have to completely rethink the cost because, for example, the earnings with a degree have been stagnant for 15 years while college tuition has skyrocketed. Well, that's a real problem.
Yes, but the only thing I will say to push back on that is 75% of college graduates earned 75 more last year on average.
Yeah, but then that doesn't calculate in the debt they've accrued. I think the price tag
they make $1.2 million more.
The price tag is too high for people these days to have a 4-year education without. I think it is about the liberal arts. I love that, but there are a lot that can be broken off into vocational and other things, or auditing or specializing, because at the end of the day, everyone knows someone in their life who started and didn't finish. Now they don't have the benefits of those statistics, and they have the debt like everyone else. 60% of people don't graduate.
That has to change. And you forgo other life decisions like buying a home, getting married, having kids because
well,
of the
there's
debt.
also that thing where
To some personally, they argue that if you're in college, all you need is to get into the practical side. To Sony, she said even when she had a clinical session, which means that when she was in college, she already in courtroom. So when she get out from college, it was easier for her to practice what she had been doing. So most people at times are just laying back according to them. But to Joe Bear, she said that's a lie, because college will help to open your mind, your thinking, your reasoning. So she has seen that in her life, and it will give you a step ahead, the opportunity. So she's not with the fact that college is not very useful. To her, in a certain way, college is very useful. It plays its own part. It changes your whole ideology. College will help to shape you, just like Joe Bear said. Or do you believe that there's no need for any college? So then basically the colleges are lying because, for example, when you go to college, they'll give you that card to be using, but what they fail to do is that they don't tell the children that this card that you're using is a credit card that you will pay the rest of your life. Your children, if you don't pay, you carry up onto your children. So they don't really make them be aware of that. So they are innocent, and a 17 years old want to have their own money. Obviously they'll take it and just swap it, buy anything they want to buy, and later on it will come on their credit, and which will affect them even to buy a house. Many other things they want to do. Then we might need money sometimes to start a business, but you cannot do that because of a bad credit and you were not being cautious at the front. They also talk about people like dyslexia, about Whoopi had dyslexia in college, and college could not keep people like her. They were not trained to handle people like her, and she was pulled out, so she had to look for any other thing she had to do. So sometimes, but another people say that some of the ladies talk about the vocational, because sometimes the 4 years is not an easy situation, and sometimes some people will not be able to finish that college on time, and some people will not be able to be done with it. And if you're not done with it, it's like you waste all your time and you came out with no result. And if you have not subscribed, please help and subscribe and help share the video. If you really like what we are doing, you can you want to support in your own little way, you can join the membership underneath this video. And thank you very much. God bless you.